StadiumDB.com presents Unexpected Champions League Stadiums Season 2024-2025. When we hear famous The Champions, we think of impressive football stadiums such as Santiago Bernabéu or Allianz Arena. However, there will also be room for those less obvious stadiums and even those making their debut. With the new format of the Champions League, more teams have entered, increasing the chances of surprising stadiums. We will begin our overview with Catalonia, starting with the smallest stadium and concluding with the largest. Estadi Montilivi, capacity 14,624, Girona FC. This is one of the most unexpected clubs and stadiums in this edition of the Champions League. Girona FC owes its success mainly to an excellent first half of the season, in which it beat footballing giants such as Atletico Madrid, Barcelona and Sevilla. For a long time it was uncertain whether the Catalan club would be able to play their matches at Montilivi, but permission to use the facility was eventually granted. Due to the temporary stands, the capacity of the stadium could drop to as low as 9,282 seats, making it one of the smallest stadiums in Champions League history. Stadion Letná, capacity 18,349, Sparta Prague. The stadium on this side has been in existence since 1917, and in 1994 a completely new facility was built with double-decker stands and seats. Capacity dropped from 45,000 to around 20,000, but since 2010 there have been plans to expand to 25,000 seats. In 2015, the main stand was rebuilt, adding 15 boxes on the upper level. The stadium is not only an important venue for Czech football, but also played an important role during the Velvet Revolution in 1989. After eliminating Malmö FF in the playoffs, Prague will host the likes of Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan. Stade Roudourou, capacity 18,462, Stade Brestois 29. One UEFA decision does not equal another. Both the players and the Stade Brestois officials will see that. In April 2024, a UEFA delegation inspected Stade Français-Le-Bleu for Champions League fixtures, but it was not approved for use. Stade du Roudourou was chosen as an alternative, which was met with much opposition from Guingamp fans. Tensions between Brest and Guingamp are some of the strongest in regional football. Bayer Leverkusen and Real Madrid, among others, will play at Roudourou. Národný futbalový Stadion, capacity 22,500, Slovan Bratislava. The season of the Champions League will not be missing the Czech Republic, but Slovakian team Slovan Bratislava will also join the competition. The club from the capital will play in a modern and largest stadium in Slovakia. The West Stand is up to 5 stories high and offers the largest commercial area in the country. The stadium features advanced technology, including LED lighting, biometric turnstiles and cashless payments. The history of the venue dates back to 1939, when the first Tehelné Pole was built in the Nové Mesto district, where matches were played by Czechoslovakian and later Slovakian national teams. We're halfway through, which is a good time to like the video if you haven't already done so and to subscribe to stay tuned for more interesting stadium content. Thanks! Wörthersee Stadion, capacity 30,000, Sturm Graz. Sturm Graz's change of stadium was necessary, as there were no plans to renovate Merkur Arena and decisions were constantly delayed. The choice was made for Wörthersee Stadion, which is the third largest stadium in Austria, where SK Austria Klagenfurt also plays its matches. In 2019, the stadium gained international fame with the art project For Forest, during which around 300 trees were placed on the pitch. Previously, the venue hosted Euro 2008 matches, among others. Stadio Renato Dall'Ara, capacity 38,279, Bologna FC. Located in Zaragoza district, about 3.5 kilometers from the city center, it regularly hosts Bologna's home matches and will now also host the champions. The stadium was inaugurated in 1927 as Stadio Littoriale. It was one of the first stadiums with stands, which later became a model for stadiums around the world. Thiago Motta's team at the time played a very good season, finishing in 5th place, the last guaranteed to play in the Champions League. For the absolute debutant Bologna, Borussia Dortmund will arrive for the league phase match. Last season the stadium in Bologna was visited by almost 500,000 people. On average, around 26,000 people attended a match, that is 72% of the total capacity. With these results, the stadium ranked in the middle of the Serie A table in 10th place. Villa Park, capacity 42,530, Aston Villa. The stadium became Aston Villa's home in 1897. As well as Aston Villa matches, it hosted the 1966 World Cup and 30 years later, Euro 1996. From 1899, the England national team also occasionally played their matches here until the opening of the new Wembley in 2007. In 1983, the first concert was held here, and over the years, Duran Duran, Belinda Carlisle, Bruce Springsteen and Rod Stewart have performed here. Unai's band will be touring here for the whole of Europe. The opponents are of the highest order, as Birmingham will be visited by Juventus or Bayern Munich. Aston Villa are also growing in Premier League. Last season, Villa's home games were attended by an average of almost 42,000 fans, making the stands 98% full. Will the fans be in form in the Champions League? Arena Stuttgart, capacity 60,058, VfB Stuttgart. The biggest stadium in a list and one of the biggest surprises of the last Bundesliga season, in which VfB Stuttgart finished second behind Germany's The Invincibles Bayern Leverkusen. The stadium was built in 1933 and the venue has undergone 11 renovations in its history. The attendance record was set in 1950 and was as high as 103,000 spectators. Since 2023, its official name has been MHP Arena. VfB Stuttgart started the new season with a major false start, but this is only the beginning. This Champions League season will see the arrival of Europa League winner Atalanta, or seemingly weaker than before, PSG. In Stuttgart, the Bundesliga attendance exceeds all expectations, which are close to filling the stadium. It is likely to be the same at Champions League matches. We have now reached the end of our list, and what would you add to our overview? Write your suggestions in the comments. Don't forget to like our video, leave a subscription. Thanks again, and until the next video.